Hello, everybody. We're back.
Hello.
We have a certain thing we want to talk about, and that is sexual expression.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about it because I feel like nobody talks about it, or they don't talk about it openly, honestly.
Or there's a stigma against people that are openly
Especially
comfortable with
women.
their sexuality. Yeah.
Especially women. And we're women.
I'm a woman.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, like I feel like there is just a stigma that women cannot express themselves sexually, or else they're labeled a certain way, or it's just so vulgar.
And when there's women that aren't openly sexual, it's instantly prude. So there's two extremes.
Prude.
You know what? You can talk. You have experience.
Yeah.
With being scrutinized for being openly open about your sexual whatever. And I have experience with.
Oh, you have
being called a prude. So, you begin.
You know what?
We have two sides of the story.
So we're going to cover all the bases for all the listeners at home. So yeah, I feel like either way, if you're a woman and you are talking about your sexual experiences or your sexual expression, you're either viewed, wow, what a slut.
Yeah.
Or, wow, what a prude. Either way, it's negative. Mm-hmm. It's never positive. And I feel like that's so annoying. Mm-hmm. Why is it taboo?
So let's talk about it.
Okay. Alexa, play WAP. Okay, so I just want to preface this. Oh, actually, no, I'm not going to preface this. I'm just going to be honest.
Go for it.
Okay. You don't have to tell me twice. I'll do it. So I don't know why there's this whole stigma around me right now within my colleagues, my peers. But I just want to say this. I don't know why everybody thinks that I'm such a sexual being and such a openly sexual person, because I'm not. I'm not. I'll talk about it because I'm not afraid to talk about that topic. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how this started. Actually, no, I do know how this started. I'll tell you exactly how it started for the listeners at home. So, it was movement 2.
Second semester, freshman year.
I was taking, movement 2. Momo 2. Anyway,
that was your sophomore year.
Yeah, my sophomore year. Anyway, we were learning about chakras. If anybody knows about the chakras, there's the sacral chakra, which is located near the pelvic muscle, the pelvic bone, the pelvic area. It's all about like sensuality, sexuality, right? Me and one specific person had a joke that my sacral chakra was always open. It was a joke between me and that one person. How that became a class joke, I don't know. I never objected to them hopping on the joke. That was like a me and a one person joke. I never objected to it. And there were so many comments made about it that I felt like it was like a constant running joke. But I didn't object to it because I didn't want to seem like a bitch to everyone.
Like the confrontation of it?
The confrontation of it all, because I know, you know me, like as a person, I just let things kind of build up, so when people would say things, I would just be like, oh, it's okay, I don't care, whatever, right? But like, yeah, it bothered me, but I know that if I were to bring it up, I feel like I would have kind of just like lashed out maybe, or like I wouldn't have like really said why it bothered me in the best way, because I would have just been fed up. So that's why I didn't say anything, because I didn't want to be like a bitch to people, So so that happened. They just hopped on a train saying that like, to be honest, sacral chakra is always so open. She's so flirty and she flirts with everybody, and that's partially true, but it's okay. It's partially true. I mean, I do enjoy the act of flirting, but I don't go crazy. And if I did...
And there's nothing wrong with it. Flirting is talking to someone.
Flirting is literally talking to someone and just being cute. Sorry. If you think that that's bad, I'm sorry that I do that all the time.
Sorry, I do that with everybody.
Sorry.
Don't take it personal.
Don't flatter yourself, okay?
I do it with everybody.
Everyone. No, but that's the thing. Like, they would see me in certain scenarios and they would think, oh, she's talking to a guy, so she's flirting. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. There was a specific moment. Should I talk about it?
The party?
Yeah. Because that pissed me off.
Go ahead.
Let me talk about it. So we were at a party. Me and my colleagues, my peers, okay? We were all at this party. And my one friend, okay? He wanted to get drunk because his heart was broken. So I brought him the alcohol, And I gave it to him. I was there for him to, like, give him the alcohol. I was going to watch for him. You know what I'm saying? So Anyway, long story short, he drank too much and he passed out, right? At this point, I was drinking too, so I wasn't completely in my right mind, you know? But I went to go check on him, and he was like passed out on the ground, guys. Okay, if you can imagine this, he was passed out on the ground. So I went over there, and I was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I was like, going towards him, and everybody was like, whoa, Viviana, get off of him. Oh my God, Viviana, like, don't get off. As if I was gonna do something.
One, there's several problems with that. One, that
what the hell?
They're making a joke out of sexual assault.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Two,
by the way, they're implying that I'm going to do something
and not
to
only
my
that,
friend.
they're just saying, "Oh, stop," and laughing. If you were gonna do something, no one would have stopped you.
I do want to let the record say that I was not going to do anything. That was not my intention at all. I just wanted to see if my friend was okay.
And third, why did no one else check up on him?
No, people were checking up on him. I was late to that because I was like talking to other people.
Yeah.
So I forgot who told me, but they're like, hey, he's passed out. So then I went and I checked. But the room was full with like a couple, like 5 people maybe. And they were like, whoa, Vib. Because they all call me Vib, which I hate.
I call you Vib.
I know, but that's different, you know? Well, anyway, that's not the point. Now I'm nitpicking right now. I don't really care what you call me. I do prefer Vibby. But anyway, it's just not the point. But anyway, they were all like, oh, get off of him. Like, oh my God, Viviana, you need to calm down. And I was like, first of all, why? That's just the wrong time to say that. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I do want to say that I did not notice this in the moment, okay? I noticed this the day after when I was reminiscing on the party. I was.
You're reflecting on your crazy night?
No, it wasn't a crazy, that's the thing, dude. It wasn't a crazy night for me. I wasn't even like completely messed up or anything. It was just like, I was normal. You know what I mean? I wasn't passed out. Mm-hmm. I wasn't going like fucking wild. But the fact that not everybody, but like a couple people said that to me in that scenario really, really bothered me. Mm-hmm. That really upsets me. Because what started as like a joke between me and that one person, right? Started as like a classroom joke I'm getting so mad right now.
It's also not.
That's like really pissing me off.
You shouldn't talk about other people's sexual experience. It doesn't matter if someone has had sex with every single person they've ever met. That is not your place to speak on what they've done.
I feel like what's even worse is that we're not even friends. We're not even that close. You know what I mean? Like if I know you wouldn't say something like that, but you saying it is different than somebody who I barely have had conversations with saying it, you know? Because then it's like, who even are you?
And then if the roles reverse, and if you were to ever say something about anything, even not even just about their sexual experience, anything they've done, it's instantly
like, oh,
not
wow.
funny. Like, oh, that was a low blow,
you know?
Viviana.
And that's what's messed up because, you know, I don't like how. It just, actually, that pisses me off so much, dude. Yeah. This really gets me mad. Hold on. Because, like, okay, everything. All right, let me say another moment. We play this game, right? Where it's like, who would most likely do this? Who would most likely do that? And then you would say, like, the person's name, but you wouldn't know what the question was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's called paranoia. Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Google it, okay? So we would play paranoia, and somebody asked somebody a question, okay? And then the person responded. They're like, "Oh, easy, Viviana," and I was like, "Oh shit, easy."
Do you still not know what it was?
No, I do know what it is.
Oh,
and that's why I'm so mad.
What is it?
I'll tell you. Oh.
Okay. Okay.
So they're like, oh, easy, Viviana, okay? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Viviana. And I was like, oh, what is it? And then they flipped heads or tails, and it landed on the one where you have to say what the question was. And the question was, can you believe this? They're like, who here would most likely sleep their way to the top? I know. And I was like, what, dude? I'm probably like the most talented person here. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. But like,
I would get in on sheer looks alone.
But no, really, like they were like easy. They're like Vivian, like it was such an easy answer. And I'm like, why does everybody have this idea in their head that I'm this sexual being that is just talking about sex, thinking about sex, wants to have sex all the time? You know? And it's not true. But if it was, it's none of your business.
Yeah.
It's none of your business to mention it.
And it's, even if she was, it's not like she's ever been with anybody in our theater department.
Exactly.
It's very, very tight knit, whatever it's called.
It's a tight knit community.
Oh, go off.
You know, where it's like, I've never, you know, and like everybody thinks that I'm like this, like, whoa, Viviana's so sexual, so sensual, and her chakra's always open. She flirts with everybody. Wow. And I'm like, damn, y'all just jealous or something?
I'm getting no ass and you're still jealous.
But it's true. Like, it just gets me so mad because it's just like, who even are you? Hi, if you're listening. Who even are you to say those comments about me? Right? It's 2020. Okay? Can we just let the record state it's 2020 right now? And Cardi B just released WAP, so come on.
Featuring Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard it, go stream it.
And it's really good. And I hate Cardi B.
You seen the music video?
It's really good, yeah. I like
There's
it.
some hoes in this house. Or
It's
I don't know if it's hoes.
it's whores.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Either way, people should be open to talk about sexuality, sensuality, their experiences, whatever they want to talk about in the umbrella of sexual stuff without being criticized, without that being used as a joke, without that being used as a way to like diminish someone. Because dude, there's been so many freaking moments where I'm in a group call with all of these people and anything that relates to sex, it's pointed towards me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? Explain why. You know what I'm saying? And that just really pisses me off. Why? Because I'm flirty. I'm a little cute. Like, you know, that's why everybody has a big gripe about it. It's so annoying. Oh, another thing. Hold on. I have another thing. This one pissed me off even almost as much as the party story. Did I tell you about the One Direction thing?
No.
Okay, let me freaking tell you. So I was in a group, okay, with some people, and we were talking about One Direction, okay, and I love One Direction, and we were going around like, oh, who's our favorite, you know, like who's your favorite member, and they were like Niall, Harry, whatever. I chose Zayn because, you know, I do love Harry, but Zayn, I would give it up for Zayn, you know, I would move away for Zayn, you know, I would run away right now, I would leave you here. Right now.
For Zayn?
Yeah, dude. If he knocked on the door and was like, come, I would go.
Come.
I'd be like, coming. But like, okay, so I said Zayn, right?
Yeah.
And you know what somebody said to me in response? They said, oh, that explains why you're such a slut. And I was like, huh?
Because he released Pillow Talk that one time?
Really? Because he's the hottest member of One Direction? Really? That's why I'm, really? I was like, what does that even make sense? That makes me so mad.
Yeah,
something as wholesome as One Direction, dude. I'm just saying Zayn's my favorite because I think he's like the cutest one. I really like his vocals. And they're like, oh yeah, that explains why you're a slut. Huh?
And the way they're throwing around these words at you.
Like it's nothing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you're just a slut. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. And that really bothers me because I'm not a slut. But if I was a slut, don't use that against me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I wonder why. Why me, guys? If you're listening, why me? Why did you guys choose me out of the ensemble? By the way, not saying that you should choose somebody else, but why me? I don't even talk to you guys.
I don't even like you guys.
I don't even talk to you guys. I talk to like 2 people.
Yeah.
You know? And for it to just be a class joke. Haha. Viviana. There she is. Flirting.
How?
The campus sluts. No, but like, why?
Yeah.
Because I talk to guys. I talk to guys without flirting with guys. I'm just nice. Mm-hmm. There's very few guys I talk to where I'm actively flirting. Whether they think it's flirting or not, that's their problem. Yeah. I just know my intention behind it.
And
now hit your point, because I'm getting really, really aggravated. I do
complete. What?
Can I just say,
yeah.
If anybody in my ensemble is listening to this right now and you recognize the story that you might have been a part of.
Do better.
That. But also, I just want to say I'm not holding it against you. I don't want to be like, I don't want you guys to think I hate you. I disliked you very, very much in that moment. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm not a slut.
And the next time it happens, hopefully it's not. Hopefully we don't even have to.
Yeah.
We can practice and throw it away.
Yeah.
But if it comes up again, you need to say something.
No, I will. But my problem is I feel like if I say something, I'm going to like lash out, you know? And
then
I don't
you
want to be
lash
that
out.
person.
Or do you want to be the person that takes it?
Oh, that's a good one.
Because if they're just going to keep doing it. You've made them comfortable with it because you haven't said anything.
You're right. And that's, okay, never mind, scratch that. Ensemble, if you're listening to this, don't say stuff like that to me or about me. Say it about your mom.
Dude.
Just joke. No, I'm kidding. It just pisses me off. But also, on the flip side, can I say it's kind of flattering?
Dude, don't make that face.
Because it's true. Like,
yeah.
No, because okay, I'm just going to touch on this really, really briefly. Really briefly, then you'll go, okay?
Dude, I'm sweating because you're talking so much.
No. But just really briefly, I do want to say, part of me is just a fraction flattered that my whole ensemble thinks this of me. Because I was a very insecure being.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I never thought of myself as like hot shit, you know? So for my whole class to think, oh wow, she's just such a sexual, sensual person. I'm like, well, thank you for seeing me that way, but don't use it against me.
Yeah.
All right. Passing the baton.
So on the complete opposite side of that, well, it's been back and forth with me between being called a prude and a hoe throughout my life. So when I was a freshman in high school, keep in mind, I was 14.
Dude.
Being called a prude because I didn't want to have sex with my boyfriend.
Dude, you're 14.
I was 14. So that was not fun. And that put an idea in my head that I needed to be going out and doing all these things. And it was a constant battle because one, I don't like PDA. I don't like kissing in public. I don't want you touching me in public because it just makes me feel weird, the idea of other people seeing that. Especially since, well, maybe now since I'm older, but I was 14.
Yeah, like you're a baby.
A little girl.
Literally a child.
And yeah, a lot of my business was aired out to the public and everyone was calling me a prude. And then when I sophomore year, nothing really changed. I didn't start doing anything. And then everyone started calling me a hoe. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from. I remember one day I came to school wearing a choker. Like a little lace white choker. I thought it looked so cute. And I wasn't dressing any certain type of way. And then everyone's like, called me a hoe.
For a lace choker?
Yeah.
That's probably the daintiest of all
It
chokers.
was really cute. It was really, really
Yeah.
cute. And then they're like, hoes wear that. And then everyone called me a hoe. I was like, okay, I'll take it. And then I kind of did. I was like, and then I kind of accepted it into my life. But for no reason, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And what bothers me is the way that boys would talk to me in high school and ask me these questions when I was so young. I was 15, 16, 14, asking me, are you a virgin? Like, what have you done? Like, have you ever done this? It's like, that's not your place to know what I've done. Like, that's none of your business. And I shouldn't have to justify myself for you or...
Like, if you don't want to answer it, don't answer it.
Yeah, and if I say, like, I don't want to talk about that, like, that's just weird.
Yeah.
And it's people I wasn't friends with. I didn't like these people, and I kid you not, I'm not being dramatic, I would be minding my business at lunch or at my locker, and people just would come up to me and just say things to me.
What the fuck?
They call me a hoe, or tell me, are you still doing this?
What?
Yeah.
In high school, dude? Dude, why is it that the people who don't even, are even close with us want to be all up in the business?
I don't know, I think it's really rude.
Yeah.
So that put an idea in my mind that, like I said, I had to go seeking out these things. So when junior year, I was like on my school. You know what? Let's just remember. Let's like reel it back for a second. Everything I've done in my life, whether I'm proud of it or not, whether it was focused on what people were saying about me, or focused on like what guys I was dating, what they wanted, my grades have never suffered.
So she's smart.
No, I want to put that out there. Like,
no.
there was times in high school I was boy crazy, and I was so obsessed with making myself seem so perfect to suit a boy that I liked. But I want everyone to know that I have a very high GPA. I'm not gonna say what it is.
Yeah.
But it stayed consistent, and I
we got the beauty and the brains here.
Yeah, and I have the passion to, do acting. And like that never changed either. Like I never put that aside I just want to put that out there.
Anyway, there's characteristics in us that are stronger and more prevalent than
I know
what
we're talking
about
about yeah, but just because it bothers me.
Yeah.
So when I was a senior, I think that I had gotten so fed up over the years of being called all these things that I started seeking out affection and attention from people that I didn't want it from, or people that I didn't even know, just so I can start saying like, yeah, I did that, so you can stop calling me a prude. So yeah, that wasn't fun. It just made me uncomfortable, and especially when I was with people like I didn't even know them. And then after that, even a little bit in college, what I told, I'm not gonna say what it was. I'm not embarrassed by it, and I'm not saying like, oh, I regret that so much, but it was a little stupid because it was so impulsive.
And I think what it is, it's like the fact that correct me if I'm wrong, that it's like everybody yip yapping in your freaking ear drove you to doing that.
And it's none of your business. It's no one's business.
It's not. I mean, if you're curious and a person is open to answering, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're curious and the person doesn't want to answer, then leave it alone.
And it's not your place to say you're a prude, you're a hoe, like.
Yeah, worry about yourself.
What are you doing?
What
are
you
you getting ass? Because you seem a little deprived. Not gonna lie.
Looks like you need some. So no, but it's just so aggravating, and I hate I love that we're on the different side of the spectrum because we can see like how fucked up people are, into just like putting labels out so quickly. I don't know. I just think it's very interesting, and I need to get this off my chest because it bothers me so much. I feel like that's why I have so much animosity a little bit towards my peers.
And the thing is, I'm happy that I know now. I'm young. I'm happy that I figured it out. I shouldn't have figured all of this out this young and had to go through what I went through and experience what I did. But at least now I'm not going to deal with that in my 20s.
Yeah.
I know now, and I don't do that stuff anymore.
No, yeah. It helped you in a way.
It did. It's so many people think that it's their place to speak on other people. And it's not even just about what we're talking about, sex. It could be anything. If you went out dressed how you are right now.
I'm just wearing a t-shirt and sweatpants.
She has a grout fit on. She's wearing all gray.
It matches.
If you went to Target...
Either way, just stay out of freaking people's business. Just worry about yourself.
This is true.
And I just get so aggravated, and I used to think that sex was such a taboo topic, sensuality, all that stuff, sexuality, all of it was such a taboo topic. But I do want to say thank you to Miss Miley Cyrus.
Thank you, Doja Cat.
Thank you, Doja Cat. Thank you, Miley Cyrus. Thank you, all of those. Thank you, Miley Cyrus.
Thank you to all the female artists out there that are so open about talking about their vaginas because they can.
Sex and wanting sex and all of that stuff. Because it's like, hey, yeah, we can talk about it, actually. Thank you, Miley.